Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear learners. Today we will proceed further on question number 8. How did the counselor start his argument and how was he able to get the judgment in Antonio's favor? Our answer is the counselor was in fact Portia herself. She started her argument favoring Shylock at first. She said that by the laws of Venus, Shylock had every right to the penalty, but at the same time, she made a passionate plea for mercy. She appealed to Shylock for mercy. She did that he should not insist on having a pound of Antonio's flesh. She requested him to accept the money he had lent to Antonio, but cruel Shylock remained unmoved. In her last attempt to save Antonio's life, she said, "Shylock, you must have some surgeon by lest he should bleed to death." But Shylock's whole intent was that Antonio should bleed to death. So he said, "It is not so named in the bond." Then he stepped forward to cut off Antonio's flesh. But Portia stopped him, saying, "The bond gives you only a pound of flesh. It gives you no drop of blood. If in cutting off the pound of flesh you shed one drop of his blood, the law will have hold on you." Now it was impossible for Shylock to cut off Antonio's flesh without shedding any blood. Thus Portia turned tables on Shylock and got judgment in favor of Antonio. Shylock had conspired against the life of a Christian, so by the laws of Venus all his property went to the state and his life was at the mercy of the Duke. Now we have question 9. How does Portia get back her ring? The answer is, at the time of her marriage, Portia had given her husband Basino a ring as a token of her love. She had asked Basino never to part with it. Now it so happened that Portia appeared disguised as a male liar in the trial at the court. Portia, by her intelligence, turned the table on Shylock and saved the life of her husband's friend, Antonio. Basino felt very grateful to the young liar. He wanted to give her some gift. Portia refused to accept any gift, but when pressed hard, she did that she would take the ring that he had on his finger. But Basino could not give that ring because that was a gift from his wife and he had promised never to part with it. At this, Antonio said to him, "Dear Basino, he has saved." After taking the ring, Portia hurried to Belmont. When Antonio and Basino reached Belmont, Portia pretended to be angry on not finding the ring on Basino's finger. She rebuked Basino for breaking his promise. Antonio asked her to forgive Basino. Just then Portia took out a ring and said to Basino, "Here is another ring, so that you don't lose this one too." Basino was quite surprised to look at the ring. It was the same ring. Now Portia gave a hearty laugh and told them the whole story. And now we have question 10. Describe the themes of the play. We find several themes in the story. One of the leading themes that is reflected in the story is that we should not insist on the letter of the law. Any such insistence is dangerous and even leads to injustice. The writer also supports justice mixed with mercy. This story is also an attack on unusury, that is, charging a heavy amount of money as interest. The story also brings forth an idea of true friendship. The friendship between Basino and Antonio is ideal. Antonio is ready to sacrifice his all for the sake of his friend. As a proof, he signs a dangerous bond for his friend. He gets ready to get a pound of flesh cut from near his heart by Shylock's knife. He only wishes Basino to be by his side when he dies. Basino is also willing to sacrifice his all for his friend. In the trial, he offers a big amount of money than that borrowed from Shylock to rescue his friend. We can say that Basino and Antonio teach us the value of true friendship. So this was all about the questions. We will meet next tomorrow in the video class. Inshallah. Tab tak ke liye Allah Hafiz.